Hello you guys, welcome back. Today we are going to do another reformer workout that's a little bit more quad focused. It is going to be a little bit glute focused as well, but we're going to really focus on trying to find stability in our legs and also working on our upper back and a little balance. You'll see what I'm talking about soon enough. We're going to start here with a short box on. So I've already placed that on here. If you don't have the box, you don't have to use it, but today we're just going to use it as a little stabilizing device here as we get into our lunges. We're also going to use a prop today. We're going to use the ball today. So as we use the ball, of course, this is always optional as well. If you don't have a ball at home, don't worry, you don't have to use it, but we're going to use it today just for a little demonstration to show you. I'm going to go ahead and switch my spring out to one yellow spring. The yellow spring is a little bit lighter, but I want to challenge my quads today and my glutes. So I'm going to make it lighter. The lighter it is, the slightly more challenging it's going to be. Of course, if you don't feel that supported on a yellow spring, you can always bring it up to maybe a medium spring of a blue or maybe something a little bit heavier. I would say keep it on the light side. See how you feel with it light, and then you can make it heavier if you feel uncomfortable or unsupported. I'm also going to grab my platform extender today and place my platform on over the springs. That is optional as well. You don't have to have it on there, but I always like to have a little bit extra space for my foot. So I'm going to put that on as well. So once the platform is on, you're just going to go ahead and take a step up onto that platform. Make sure whenever you're on the reformer, you're always stepping up onto that wooden platform first, that non-moving surface. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and step your left foot forward to start. Your right foot is going to be back on the platform. Now the ball today, I'm going to place that ball between my shin and the box here. Now for some people, maybe if your foot is a little bit larger or if you feel like you don't want the ball there, you can always take the ball away. But I'm going to use this ball as a cue and a tool to help my knee stay right over my ankle. So I'm thinking about keeping everything stacked in a nice straight line. Now I'm going to go ahead and have my hands on my hips. You can have your arms down by your sides. You can hold them out in front of you, but we'll add the arms on in a moment. So just place them somewhere you feel comfortable. And then from there, we're going to lift up our back heel, slide, or think about transferring the weight into this front left leg. And we'll take our first lunge. You're going to get nice and low into that left leg, keeping the back leg long and straight. And then we push up through that left heel, we come all the way back up. When you lunge down, I want a little hinge in that waist. So we're thinking about taking our chest down towards our thigh to continue the long line up the back leg, up our spine as well. And then to help with this reminder as well, you can add on the arms. You can extend the arms up overhead as you lunge, and then pushing through that heel, squeezing the glute as you rise on up. Each time you lunge down here, we want to think about keeping our knee over that ankle. And instead of thinking about pulling the carriage in back with my heel, or instead of thinking about kind of dragging it in, what I want to do when I lunge down is try to think about pressing the foot down into the carriage to straighten up my leg. So as I lunge down, I think about getting low into that left leg. Then I push up through that heel, squeeze into the back line of the leg as I rise all the way up. Hinging forward, we lunge a little bit lower, and then really pushing through that heel, that glute as we rise. Now, like I said, this is going to be a little quad focus today, so we're going to hold it nice and low on this last lunge. Thinking about flexing that leg, keeping it tight, we'll bend the back knee and scooter the carriage in, and we scooter back out. Now, each time we scooter that carriage in and out, we're thinking about squeezing into that glute on the left side, holding yourself nice and low here. We'll go just for 3, for 2, and on 1, we bring the carriage in halfway, holding it here. You give me little pulses, 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Sinking a little bit lower into that left heel, sink into that glute. Let's go 4. Let that back leg have a little shake here. 3, 2, and then on 1, we slowly stand and we bring the carriage back in. Now we're going to go ahead and step both feet onto the carriage here, and we're going to take our ball out from between the shin and place it between our left hand and the box. Now keep in mind, anytime you're standing on the carriage here, it is a moving surface. You can see my feet moving it around. You want to think no sudden movements like you're underwater. Nice slow movements here. I'm going to drop my knees down to the box for a second as I reach down in front of me, grab the strap. Your right hand is going to be in this strap. This is why I said that yellow spring is a little bit more supportive. Once you have the strap here in your hand, you're going to sink nice and low into a squat. You're going to leave your hand pressed into that ball. Right arm is extended in front. Now we're holding a flex in the legs here. So we're squeezing into the glutes. We're going to sweep our right arm up and back behind us, and then slowly bring your right hand back in front of you towards the box. Each time we sweep the arm back, I'm thinking about keeping my spine nice and long. I'm also thinking about trying not to let myself drop the belly down. So thinking about keeping the core engaged. Exhale as you sweep the arm back. Inhale, the arm comes in front again. Holding that squat here, let's go for 3, Try to keep the weight light on this hand here. 2. And now on 1, can we do it together? Both arms sweep back, both arms come back in front. Let's go for 3. For 2. On 1, bring those arms back in front of you as we bring the ball to the chest, holding that squat, drop a couple inches lower. Now slowly we stand on up, we find that release in the legs, and then we squat all the way back down, getting nice and low into the heels and the glutes. Each time you stand, you're gonna find that carriage is moving just a little bit. So think each time you get low, sitting into the heels of the feet, and then squeezing into the glutes as you rise all the way back up. It's all about finding just the right amount of effort and energy without losing that balance. Let's go for 3. All those little muscles in the legs are gonna start to shake, those stabilizing muscles here for 2. And then on 1, we're gonna hold it down. You're gonna need little pulses. This is when it starts to burn because you wanna move really slow with control here. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on 1, we slowly rise on up, and then we're gonna sink down nice and low, drop your knees to the edge of that box, hang up that strap, and then we're just gonna turn around to face the front of the machine. You're gonna have your ball tucked between your knees here. As we get into a little contemporary movement, we like to call these Pilates burpees here. We're gonna have our heels up against the edge of the box here. Your toes can be down, and a little pro tip as well from taking classes myself, you can kind of gauge how high you want your heels on the box. Your toes slid a little bit flatter down, heels a bit lower is just as good as having your heels lifted all the way up. Obviously this is gonna be really advanced, and then sliding your feet forward is gonna be a little bit easier. Just think of your toes really gripping onto that carriage here. Now ball between the knees, arms are lengthened out in front of us here. As we push into that box, we're gonna rise up into a little squat position, and then we're gonna slowly stand, and then we slowly squat back down again. Now those quads are already on fire from all the work we did earlier. So think each time you drop down into that squat, you're pushing your heels into the box, you're sitting your hips back towards the edge of the box, and then you slowly rise on up again. Now the next time we squat down, we're gonna hold it nice and low, and you're gonna be little pulses here, 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Keeping the heels lifted, we're burning into the quads here. Let's go 3, 2, on 1 you pause, give me little pulses on that ball. Keeping the belly pulled in, finding that shake in those legs here. 4, 3, 2, on 1 you pause. Take your hands to the foot bar, slide the carriage all the way out to a full plank. Now the quads are still active. We're gonna bend the knees, pull the carriage in, and slide it back out. When you pull the knees in, you wanna keep your shoulders right over those hands here. And we're thinking about lifting away through the chest, keeping the booty tucked under a little bit, keeping the hips level with the torso. Let's go 3, keeping yourself in that plank position through that upper body. 2, on 1, we press the carriage all the way out, we hold it. Now can you challenge yourself to take a push-up, drop your chest down, press up. Let's go 3, 2, on 1, let's put it all together. We press up, bend your knees, pull the carriage in, sink low into that squat. Slowly you rise, you squat, hands come to the foot bar, you plank, you take a push up, press all the way back up, bend the knees, pull the carriage in. You can do this as many times as you can go. It's gonna get your blood pumping, get your abs burning, quads burning. I'll finish up with my last plank here. 3, 2, and on 1, bring it in, and just take a seat. Woo, shake it out, dry the sweat, get some water, and then you'll just repeat everything you just did on the other side. And that's gonna be it for today. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.